So what we're going to do is programming challenge 5-1, the sum of numbers. Let's see what this says. Create an app that displays a form similar to the one shown below. This is this right here. When Enter Numbers button is clicked, the application should display the input box here. The input box asks the user to enter a positive integer value. Okay. Notice the default input value is 10. When the OK button is clicked, the application displays the message box with the sum of all integers here, 3. Okay. And these are the values to test with. Okay, so let's see what I did here. Let's open another instance of Visual Studio up here. Move this over here, move this over here, and let's do this over here. We'll open that real quick. And there you go. So anyway, let's see what we did. We started the form. We changed the form name to sum of numbers. Put an exit button. Put an enter numbers, because that's what they wanted in the thing. I just made the first button, made all the properties, set all the properties over here. I think I called this the form. Sum of numbers. And in here we call enter numbers. Okay, so, and then this is the exit. That's just the close button. So that's the close button's program right here. So this is the add the numbers button. So what we did, first we made our input box a string. So this will get the input box to get the user input. And this is the default value of 10 here. And then we declared the other variables to store the input number. The thing is this code right here this is important, because you can use this code later in the calorie burn, or the calorie burn application, or how many calories you use the application later. Like this comes in handy later to use that. So, and then you get your integer, and then the sum. This is the total of the numbers that are entered. This is your total in sum of num. So if it's an integer, then parse it to a string from the input number. And if the input number is greater than or equal to 0, then, so this is where we did our counter variable. I guess I could have called it counter. That's probably a better name for it. So then we just did the simple for loop here. So this takes this number here and equals it to 1 to whatever you entered in the input box up here. It got put in here and then goes to here. So then this is the sum of the numbers is plus. So if you wanted to really see how that was, you could put int sum equals int count plus int sum. That's fine. So it's just adding it to itself is all it's really doing. So then display a message box show the sum of numbers 1 through, and then this is where you put your string of the input string, and this is where you put your sum, and you change it to a string that's a decimal places. Sum of numbers, or else you enter show a positive integer value. So when we run this, enter numbers, 10 is the default, so we'll start with 5 and see what happens there. It's 15. The sum of numbers is 1 through 5 is 15. So if you add 1 to all of them, this equals 15. 10 is 55. Let's do 15. It's 120. 25. And that is 325. So that works correctly. So that, let's try 100. I don't know. That's 50-50 is correct. Exit works correct too. So that is the sum of numbers from Programming Challenge 5.1. And then you have your little loop statement here. So do that a little bit slow. This is your close button up here. And then this is and that's it. That's everything. All right. Anyway, thanks for watching. And that was a sum of numbers for Introduction to Visual Basic by Kip Irvine and Anthony Gaddis for Shasta College. All right. See ya.